it's funny, you think of Nestle, what do you think? You think chocolate chip cookie, a problematic company, but when you look at their history...
That Nestle may actually be one of the worst companies on the entire planet.
Legal experts say Nestle and Cargill seem likely to eke out a narrow victory, which would leave other lawsuits in limbo.
There's no question they're caught committing fraud, lying to the government, stealing a natural resource.
Nestlé, a name synonymous with trusted household products, hides a dark and disturbing secret. Beneath its polished exterior lies a very horror tale, one that has left countless lives shattered. Known globally for its wide range of products, Nestlé's actions have sparked outrage and protest worldwide. The company, trusted by millions, is accused of something so grave that it has earned the ominous title of killer of babies. This hidden story is not just about corporate greed, but a deliberate series of actions that led to unimaginable consequences. Mothers and infants, the most innocent, were caught in the crossfire of a scandal that exposed the depths to which a corporation would sink for profit. As the layers of this disturbing truth are peeled back, the shocking reality of Nestlé's actions comes to light, leaving a dark stain on its global reputation. So what Nestlé is actually doing? For decades, Nestlé has been the center of the global controversy that few are aware of. The company that started a humble milk formula business in the 1860s has grown into a colossal multinational corporation. Its products range from chocolates and cereals to bottled water and baby formula. However, it's the latter that has stained the company's reputation with a dark and indelible mark. This video hints at the controversies that have cast a shadow over the reputation of Nestlé. From questionable marketing strategies to more sinister allegations, the company's actions have led to unimaginable consequences. The details of these events remain hidden from public view, shrouded in corporate secrecy and legal maneuvering. The whispers of Nestlé's dark practices have grown over the years, drawing the attention of activists and journalists and concerned citizens. Protests and boycotts have emerged in response, but the full extent of the company's actions remains elusive. What is known is that Nestlé's pursuit of profit has led to devastating impacts on some of the world's most vulnerable populations. This video serves as a gateway into the dark world of Nestlé, inviting you to uncover the truth behind the trusted brand. As we dig deep into this disturbing tale, the true extent of Nestlé's actions and their impact on countless individuals will come to light. The trusted name, synonymous with nourishment and care, is about to be unveiled as something far more sinister than anyone could have imagined. Nestlé's story begins in the mid-19th century with a man named Henri Nestlé. Born in Germany in 1814, Henri moved to Switzerland, where he started working as a pharmacist. In 1867, he invented a life-saving infant food product called farine lactée, which means milk flour. This product was created to help mothers who couldn't breastfeed and to save babies who were suffering from malnutrition. Henri Nestlé's invention combined cow's milk, wheat flour, and sugar, making it easy to digest and nutritious for infants. Henri Nestlé's product quickly gained popularity, and the demand for it grew rapidly. In 1868, he officially founded the company Nestlé, which is now known worldwide. The product was marketed as a healthy alternative for babies who couldn't be breastfed, and it soon became a household name. Henri Nestlé's main goal was to save lives and provide a nutritious option for infants. In 1875, Henri Nestlé retired and sold the company to 3 businessmen. These new owners expanded the company and increased its product range. They added condensed milk, which was another popular and convenient product for families. Over the next few decades, Nestlé continued to grow and expand its operations. The company began producing chocolate in 1904 and soon became a major player in the chocolate industry. Nestlé's success continued into the 20th century. The company expanded into new markets and introduced a wide range of products. By the 1920s, Nestlé was operating in several countries and had become one of the world's leading food companies. The company continued to innovate and expand, introducing products like instant coffee, Nescafé, in the 1930s and frozen foods in the 1950s. However, as Nestlé grew, the company's focus began to shift. In the 1960s and 1970s, new management took over, and their primary motive became profit. This shift in focus led to aggressive marketing strategies and cost-cutting measures that prioritized financial gain over the original mission of providing nutritious products. And you think they just stopped at this marketing? No, there's too much to this dark tale. In the 1970s, Nestlé launched a massive marketing campaign to promote its baby formula in developing countries. This campaign aggressively targeted new mothers, convincing them that Nestlé's formula was better than breastfeeding. Nestlé's representatives, often dressed as healthcare workers, visited hospitals and homes, providing free samples and persuasive advertising. They claimed their formula was a modern, scientific, and superior alternative to breast milk, playing on the fears and insecurities of mothers. Nestlé's marketing suggested that formula feeding was more convenient and healthier, undermining the importance of breastfeeding. In many cases, mothers who started using the free samples found their own milk supply drying up, forcing them to buy the formula. This strategy was particularly effective in areas with limited education and resources, where mothers trusted the advice of what they believed were healthcare professionals. The consequences were disastrous. Many families in developing countries lacked access to clean water and proper sanitation. To make the expensive formula last longer, mothers often diluted it with contaminated water. This led to severe malnutrition, dehydration, and a rise in infant mortality rates. Babies who could have thrived on breast milk were instead falling ill and dying due to the unsafe preparation of formula. The formula itself wasn't inherently bad, but the lack of proper education on its preparation and the unsafe conditions in which it was used made it deadly. The aggressive promotion of formula over breastfeeding deprived infants of the natural immunities and nutrients provided by breast milk, leading to weakened immune systems and increased susceptibility to diseases. Facing global outrage and protests, Nestlé tried to shut down the allegations by launching public relations campaigns. They denied wrongdoing, claiming they were providing a necessary product. Nestlé also engaged in legal battles and lobbying efforts to deflect criticism. Despite these efforts, the controversy led to the formation of the International Nestlé Boycott Committee and stricter regulations on the marketing of baby formula, marking a significant chapter in the company's history. But they never stopped. Nestlé, one of the largest food and beverage companies globally, has been embroiled in controversies over its water extraction practices. The company has been accused of exacerbating water crises in various parts of the world by extracting large quantities of groundwater, branding it, and selling it at high prices. One stark example of this practice occurred in Pakistan. In Pakistan, Nestlé has been accused of extracting water from rural villages, where clean water is already scarce. The company would then bottle this water and sell it back to the same communities at inflated prices. This practice has led to severe water shortages in these villages, forcing residents to buy back their own water at prices many cannot afford. The high cost of Nestlé's bottled water has made it inaccessible to the poorest residents, who are left with no choice but to rely on contaminated water sources, leading to numerous health problems and increased mortality rates. Nestlé's extraction practices have been criticized for depleting local water sources. The company's operations have been linked to the drying up of wells and the lowering of water tables, making it increasingly difficult for local communities to access clean water. This exploitation has sparked outrage and protest from activists and local residents who accuse Nestlé of prioritizing profit over the basic human right to water. The controversy extends beyond Pakistan. Globally, Nestlé has been accused of water grabbing, extracting massive amounts of groundwater in regions already facing water stress. In areas like California and Michigan in the United States, Nestlé's water bottling operations have been linked to the depletion of local water resources, impacting both the environment and local communities. Nestlé has faced severe criticism for employing child labor in its cocoa farms, particularly in West Africa. Children, some as young as 6, are forced to work in hazardous conditions, performing dangerous tasks like using machetes to harvest cocoa pods and applying pesticides without proper protection. These children are often trafficked, working long hours with little or no pay, and are deprived of education and a safe childhood. The grueling labor not only robs them of their childhood, but also poses severe health risks. Exposure to pesticides, physical injuries, and exhaustion are common, and in some tragic cases, these conditions have led to death. Nestlé's promises to eradicate child labor from its supply chain have often fallen short, leading to ongoing criticism and legal challenges. Despite these controversies, Nestlé remains a powerful entity in the global market. The company's extensive lobbying efforts, vast financial resources, and strategic public relations campaigns have allowed it to maintain its influence and market share. While some progress has been made in addressing these issues, Nestlé's ability to operate with minimal consequences underscores the need for stronger regulations and corporate accountability. In conclusion, Nestlé's history is marred by grave ethical violations, from exploiting water resources to endangering the lives of children in its supply chain. While the company continues to thrive financially, these dark practices highlight the urgent need for greater scrutiny and reform to ensure that profit does not come at the expense of human rights and dignity. Thank you for joining this journey, and I look forward to sharing more details with you in future videos.